It'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Chicago Bulls. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin. The Knicks have young talent and some promising draft picks. For that reason, they feel they're well positioned to trade for a star if one becomes available. The Knicks front office member described that as the best path for them. Guys, in the Big Apple, there is little patience for a long rebuild.
A little patience indeed. That's interesting. Thank you, David. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. We've got DeRozan. Vucevic is out there with Johnson. Then it's Ball, and it's Levine in at the 2. And for the Knicks, it's Randall and Robinson at the 4 and the 5. Fournier out there with Alec Burks, and it's Barrett at the small forward. Two teams badly needing a win tonight, Greg. Some desperations on both sides.
Yeah, and it's easy to start second-guessing yourself, Kevin. You want to make adjustments, but also stay true to who you are.
Now, here's Ball. Passes it to Levine. Just 5 on the clock. Misses off the left iron.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
The number 3 pick back in the 2019 draft, RJ wanted to play for the Knicks. He knew it wouldn't be easy with all the turmoil last season. Boy, was that an understatement.
Now, here's Fournier. Count that one.
So good at keeping his balance. Evan Fournier's ability to stay composed and find a way to capitalize. Nicely done.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Now Ball. Vucevic. Doris, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness. Nikola Vucevic has averaged double-digit rebounds for the vast majority of his career. You want him to get to work on the offensive end? No problem.
Now here's Fournier. Kicks to Barrett. Randall outside. Deep 2 from Robinson. The rebound by Johnson.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
This guy has got an insane vertical. Levine, no doubt.
Pass to Fournier. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Johnson. The Bulls have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Levine. And that one is off. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Randall with the ball. Now guarded by Vucevic. And Randall throws it down.
Randall has got excellent handle, so you have to respect him off the dribble drive.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. DeRozan passes to Vucevic. He dishes it to Levine. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Levine's gone 1 of 4 so far. Here's Barrett. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Jones looking for an opening. Rose against White. Misses from close range. And so a tie game here as we end this low-scoring first quarter. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. Recently, we had a chance to speak with R.J. Barrett about what was a trying first year.
I hate losing, but at the end of the day, it's part of the game. And I feel like you can learn more from a loss than you can from a win. And my teammates have been great.
And Barrett, a guy who's accustomed to winning, at least as an amateur grade.
I mean, he won a championship in high school, could have won one in his only year of college. He's going to be a driving force for the organization to get better.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
R.J. Barrett is out there with Toppin. And it's Rose, and there's Nerlens Noel. They're the group New York will start the second with.
And playing alongside Zion Williamson at Duke makes it hard to stand out with your athleticism, but make no mistake about it, R.J. Barrett is a big-time athlete.
And Greg, I think maybe as impressive as what he brings from a physical standpoint is his commitment to put in the work, his understanding of what's required to be successful at the NBA. This guy has not only the physical tools, but the mental makeup and the work habits to be great.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Mr. Clutch, he's checked in for the Bulls. 1:57 left to play here in the half.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thank you and good evening. The Knicks made changes in coaching and the front office since the start of last season. But the question is, can they move forward? Their last winning season was back in 2013. Amidst the frenzy that is the media in New York, they'd like to make headlines going forward for all the right reasons this time. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And the Knicks making a change here. Randall's checked in. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. Now, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're hitting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Caruso kicks to DeRozan. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Taj Gibson picks one up.
Wow, that's really good work inside from DeMar DeRozan. You know, he knows how to get position where a defender is almost forced to foul him.
Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game. And he makes the first.
You know, the determination that DeMar DeRozan plays with, it's sort of this steely, I'm going to get where I want to go, and don't sleep on his athleticism.
Robinson's checked in for the Knicks. Alec Burks comes in for Rose. Chicago also making some changes. Johnson, he's checked in for Mr. Clutch. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Alex Caruso. Both free throws good from DeRozan.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Outside Fournier. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Walker's shot is off. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Chicago Bulls, trailing by 4. It's DeRozan with the drive. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, as always, that mid-range game of DeMar DeRozan, almost unstoppable.
It's stolen by Vucevic. Lets it go. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And that ties it up.
Well, what anticipation from the Montenegrin center. Vucevic reading the defense well on the catch and shoot.
And the first half comes to a close in a tie game. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach, a hard-fought first half. What changes have to be made to get a little separation?
They're making tough shots. We're trying to stick to our concept, so we got to come back, make plays, make shots, and, just stay solid.
Always a challenge for a young team. Thanks for your time, Zach. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. For the Knicks, the first quarter was pretty even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level ground and the score tied. They're in good position at the half after a second quarter that was dead even in scoring. Hey, big fella, what's your take on New York so far?
You know, they haven't shot the ball very well. Not nearly enough quality looks. Right now,
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Nice game, great performance by Julius Randle.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So for Chicago right now, they've got Levine, DeRozan out there with Johnson. Then it's Ball, and it's Vucevic in at the 5. Here's Levine, and it's good off the back rim and in. Levine's got the lead up to 2 now for Chicago. And for the Knicks, they're shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Fournier with the ball, now guarded by Ball. And Fournier kicks to Burks. It's stolen by Johnson. And here is Ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Levine inside the three-point line. The shot, no good. And New York the other way now. And the rim-running Mitchell Robinson, the league leader in field goal percentage, Greg, in his second season.
Maybe the most athletic 7-footer in the game. I mean, his lob finishing sucks in the defense, creating so much space out on the floor for his teammates.
He can't get that one to fall.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Randall. Chicago grabs the miss. Outside DeRozan. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
I think I can make the case that DeMar DeRozan finishes through contact like a big man. This guy is tremendous at end-one opportunities.
Bulls making a switch here. Tony Bradley's checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Johnson. Whitey's checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's Alex Caruso in for Ball. Rose goes in. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And as he gets older, we've seen Derrick Rose coming out of his shell a bit more. Early in his career, he was wary of strangers and the media.
Free throw drops for Rose. And growing up, Derrick Rose protected by his family from the dangers of Chicago. Then, Greg, after starring at the University of Memphis, he was drafted by his hometown Bulls.
Anointed a savior from day one. And you talk about a life under the microscope. Sports writers picking him apart, rabid fans wanting a piece. In a lot of ways, it's probably better for him not playing in Chicago.
Chicago leading by 3. Outside Bradley. We've got 1:08 left here in the third quarter. And it's White missing.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Barrett against Williams. Quickly, 5 on the clock. The 15-footer, good.
R.J. Barrett with excellent vision. And it's not just the vision, it's the ability to put it on time and on target. Nicely done.
The shot. And too long on the shot.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Outside, Jones. Over in the corner, White.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Bulls lead by 1. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Chicago leading. They've got Nerlens Noel. Kemba Walker is out there with Rose. Then it's Barrett, and it's Toppin in at the power forward. That's the 5 for New York right now.
You've got to be careful how you guard Nikola Vucevic. This guy is so good at forcing the defense to hit him on the way to the cup.
First free throw is good. So for the Knicks, Robinson's checked in for Nerlens Noel, and Fournier subbed in for R.J. Barrett. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Johnson, he's checked in for Bradley. DeRozan comes in for Williams. Zach LaVine's checked in for Kobe White. And Ball subbed in for Alex Caruso. Here's Walker. And DeRozan sends it back.
Well, DeMar DeRozan, really strong effort on the defensive end, pays off by sending that opportunity back.
Knicks trail by 3. And here's Rose outside, and the 3 ball is good.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Fournier against DeRozan. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Boy, officials say play on, even though there's contact. DeRozan, I guess they don't think he needs any help.
Rose passes to Toppin. Rose against LaVine. And here's Walker outside. DeRozan with the rebound. The Bulls shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Shoots a 3. Kemba Walker with the rebound. And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for the New York Knicks. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Pass the ball. It's rebounded by New York. Here's Toppin. Right side to Walker. Lets it go from 14. Walker missing again.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
DeRozan passes the ball. Fires for 3. Here's Vucevic. They get it back. Outside, Ball. DeRozan again throws. 5 to shoot. DeRozan passes to Vucevic. It's in!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 4. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Lonzo Ball.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. And even though they're down, he was confident. He said, look, guys, I've got all the confidence in the world in you. We've been down this road before. You know what we need to do. Kevin, let's see if they can overcome this deficit.
We've got 28 seconds left in the game. A 3-ball. And Vucevic pulls it down. And here are the Bulls now. They've played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points.
You had to foul and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And he commits the intentional foul. Gets the first. That puts them up by 5.
And at 6'6", Ball, very similar to Jason Kidd in terms of the vision that he plays the game with. His IQ is off the charts. And no mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
Randall no good. And now they decide to foul intentionally. And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Burks dishes to Fournier. To stop the run. Off target with that shot. So the Bulls win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
And that's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, this team is playing well together. How are you encouraging and fostering that sense of all of you being together and playing well?
We're just making everybody comfortable, making each and everybody on this team comfortable. If it's jump shots, if it's attacking the basket, even if it's on the defensive end, we just giving each other confidence every time we practice.
And it sure looks like it out there tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Kevin.